All right, we're here ready to do some ballet today. We're gonna do a little bit I'm gonna try to do some of the same combos that we've been working on just so that you can have practice, and I'm gonna try to do a few different things today. So let's just go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna actually, because I'm not at the studio and I don't have my bar, I'm gonna demonstrate it facing you, and then I'm gonna turn around and do it to where you can follow along, okay? Because it's really hard to see my feet with this chair. It was a lot easier last week when I used the ballet bar. So I'm gonna try to go back and do the ballet bar for next week. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put my hands on my hips. You're gonna be holding on to the ballet bar as you learn this, okay? So we're gonna do 2 demi-pliés. We're gonna do 1 grand plie all the way down, all the way up. Now we're gonna do something we haven't done in a while. We're gonna do a demi-plie. We're gonna lift the heels as you stay in plie, and then you're gonna squeeze and stretch those legs and releve, lower down. And then we'll tendu the right foot and down. Then we'll do the same thing in second position. So we do 2 demi-pliés, 1 grand plie, demi-plie, lift the heels, stretch, and down. Tendu, and fifth. Same thing in fifth. Then we'll go back to first and do our side stretches. All right, and then we'll wait for the music and we'll do the other side. All right, and then there is a reverse of that, but we will do that. I'm going to do that in the next combination, okay? Because a lot of times when we go plie, push, stretch, and down, we reverse it, releve, plie, heels down. So we'll do the reverse in the next combination, okay? Let's go ahead and do this. Face the bar, stand tall, and I'm going to face this way so that you can follow along. All right, here we go. Demi, stretch, demi, stretch, grand plie, down. Here we go, and plie, lift, squeeze, and stretch. Lower down, tendu right foot, second position, stand tall. Grand plie, all the way down. Hit my watch and it skipped the music right during the middle of it. Okay, all right, so we're going to do the left side now. Make sure we're really working today. I always try to give you one thing to really work on, and that is going to be today we're going to stand really tall at the bar. So we want to make sure that you're taking your belly button and you're trying to pull it towards your spine. This is your spine back here. Okay, so back here, you're trying to push your belly button in to that. And then you want to lift your chest like you're wearing a diamond necklace, okay? So you want to stand really tall and like you're trying to show off your diamond necklace. Okay, so you wouldn't want to stand like this or look at the floor with your chin down. So we want to make sure we're lifting, have a nice space between, this is your sternum. So you want to have a nice space between your sternum and your chin. See that? Your chin should be level. So we don't want your chin pointing to the ground. It's the same as your hips. You don't want your hips pointing to the ground. You want your hips pointing straight forward. You want your chin pointing straight forward. and we're standing really, really tall. So let's do this other side here. All right, here we go. First position, and dim. Stretch, dim. Stretch, grand plie, down, stay lifted. Here we go, demi-plie. Lift the heels, and stretch lower down. Tendu to the left, place it in second. Look at your feet. Demi, stretch, demi, stretch, grand plie down. There we go, nice and slow, demi-plie. Lift your hips, straighten your legs. Lower down, tendu, close and fifth. Demi, are you standing tall? Is your booty down? Grand plie. Demi-plie. Heels. Stretch. Lower down. Tendu. First. Here we go. Left hand off the bar. And stretch. Don't let that arm come in front of your face. Keep it right by your ear. Nice and wide. And finish. Just in first position. Chin lifted. Are you standing tall? Yes, all right. Good. We always want to finish the ballet combination standing really tall. We don't want to have just done all that work standing tall, doing our plies, working our feet, and then at the end of the ballet combination go, oh, I'm done. Yep, that just defeated everything that you just did. So when you finish, you have to finish strong. Finish. You have to feel good about what you just did, yes? And so then, because we're in ballet class, you're ready to go to the next combination. You just put your hands back on the bar. That way you're not going, relax, back to standing. Relax, back to standing. Or lean on the bar and back to standing. That way you're just here the whole class. And then you get into a habit of standing like that, and then it becomes much easier. Okay? All right. So let's do our tendu combination. This is like skipping. Yes. Okay, so I said we were going to try to do the reverse of what we just did. So I'm going to face you. So we're going to do tendu, front, close, demi-plie. Kind of like what we do before. Tendu and close and demi-plie. And then we'll do yes. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of those. 1 and close. I had to think about the music. And stretch. 2 and close and demi and stretch. 3 and close and demi and stretch. Releve. Stay on releve but plie. Heels down and stretch. Then we'll do the same thing to the side. 1 and close and demi plie. 1 and close and demi plie. 1 and close and demi plie. Releve. Whoops. Releve. Plie. Heels down and stretch. Then we'll do the same thing to the back. 1 and close demi. 1 and close demi. 1 and close demi. Releve. Plie and heels and stretch. Then we're going to do 1 in each direction. 1 front, because we have 3 directions. 2, 3, releve, plie, and heels and stretch. And then we'll go to the other side. I think the music will stop though, so we will have time to readjust and start over. All right, here we go. Slow tendus. First position, go ahead and be standing tall. Hands together at the bar. Make sure your hands aren't in your mouth or on your face or fixing your hair. Both hands on the bar. Here we go. And tendu, front, close, demi, plie. Tendu, front, close, demi, plie. 1 more. Here we go. Releve, releve, plie. Heels down and stretch. 1, close. plie. Looks down at one in each direction. Front, close, demi, side. Back. Here we go, relevant. Finish. All right, hold it right there. We're just gonna jump right to the other side. Left foot. And turn your heel forward. Standing tall. Relevate. And side. Relevate. Press up, down, heels, back. Relevate. One to the front. One. One side. One back. Relevate. Finish. All right, good job. How we do? Remember when you do tendus, since I can't see you, I'm going to try to give a different correction after each combo that we do, and I want you to ask yourself if you were doing that or not, okay? So when we do tendus, front and side, that you remember you want to see that heel the whole time, okay? You guys have gotten really good at that, so I don't think you guys are doing tendus like this anymore. So, but I want you to make sure that that's what you're doing, okay? That's something to look at. Any kind of tendus that heel is forward. Unless we go like this and we hide our heel and then we turn it back out, which we're going to do in the next combo, okay? Make sure also when you're doing plies, they're not bouncing into your plie. You're squeezing down and squeezing up. It should be very smooth. I really shouldn't see your head bounce down. So I shouldn't see this move. When I plie, I want to actually try to go taller with my head and then stretch to where you barely see my head even move, okay? If I'm bouncing, you see kind of my whole body just jerk down and jerk back up, okay? You want to try to not make anything move at all. You want to be squeezing that much, okay? So those are two things that I want you to think about in that last combination. And for the next time we do plies. Okay, before we do our turn in and turn out, we're just going to do a faster tendu without plies. So we're going to do 2 slow. So all we're going to do is 1 and close, and 2 and close, then 3 fast. We're going to try to do some faster tendus, okay? With keeping that heel forward. So 1 and close, and 2 and close, and 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Back and close, back and close, 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Then we're just going to go side, back to side. 1 and close, 2 and close, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and other side. 1 and close, 2 and close, okay? We're just going to do that front, side, back, and then side. Switch feet, front, side, back, side. Finish. Here we go. 2, stand tall, and we go. 1 and close, 2 and close, fast. 1, 2, 3 and close. Side. 1, close, 2, close. 1, 2, 3 and to the back. 1, close, 2, close, 1, 2, 3, now to the side. gonna go from tendus from fifth. Oops. So did you check your heel that time, making sure it was nice and forward? It's a little bit harder to do. It's easy to do when you have a slow tendu because you can kind of fix it once you get out there if you need to. If I slow tendu here, I can be like, oops. But the faster tendus, you have to think faster. So you have to make sure that heel. So I like to think my heel is the one leading, even though it's technically not because my toes are in front of it. But I try to think that my heel is trying to race my toes. That way my heel is in front always, okay? All right, so let's do now our PKs and with the rotation like we were talking about. But we're gonna do these from fifth. I'm gonna start with this foot so you guys can demonstrate with me. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, close, 2, close. We're gonna go 3, in, out, PK, close, okay? So 1, close back, 2, close front. So we just do 2 regular tendus, 1, in, out, a PK, close back, because we just came from the front. Now we're going back. Okay, same thing back and close, back and close, back in, out, a PK, close. Same thing, side, close, and close, in, out, and a PK, close front. All right, and then let's see what song we're using. It's, I'll do a different song. That way we'll have the break in between, and we can just quickly change feet and then start the other side. Okay, because there's a little break in the music. Okay, so this one we want to make sure that you're coming into fifth position each time. We're past third position. We're not working in third. Really, we don't ever use third once you get past like 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old. Okay, so unless you're doing choreography and you need to be in third position. So we're past third position, so we need to make sure that we're getting all the way heel to toe, toe to heel. Okay, use those inner thighs to get your feet in a nice fifth position. So you want to make sure you're closing in a nice fifth position each time you close. Don't just halfway do it and miss your foot. See, if I turn sideways, don't want to be back here. Okay, so squeeze that fifth position, all right? Work that. It's not going to be too fast, so you should be able to get into those fifths. All right, here we go. Right foot front. And play. Okay, it's going to do this for me. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. We go. Front, close, fifth. Front, close, fifth. We go. Front, in, out. PK, close. Side, close, back. Side, close, front. Side, in, out. PK, close. To the back. Back, close, fifth. Back, close, fifth. Back, in, out. PK, close. Side, close, front. Side, close, back. Side, in, out. PK, close. Switch your feet. Left side, here we go. 1, close front. 2, close front. 3, in, out. PK, close. Side, close back. Side, close front. Side, in, out. PK, close. To the back. 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 Back, in, out. PK, side. 1, 2, side, in, out. PK, close front, and finish. Are your knees straight? Are your feet in fifth position? All right, good. All right, you know what that music is. We're gonna do 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then on the other side, 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, this one, couple of things you gotta think about. Pointing your feet, obviously. So remember we talked about how we go to the tendu and our toe is on the floor. If we go to a dégagé, which is what we're getting ready to do, our toe's the last thing to leave the floor. Okay? If we go to a battement, which we will do later, our toe's the last thing to leave the floor. Okay? If your foot is flexed or not pointed, that means that your toes are leaving the floor first. Did you see that? Like slow motion. Did you See how my toes are leaving the floor first? And my foot's not even really that flexed. It's just not pointed, okay? So, brush, make sure you're going through that tendu before you lift your foot. So you're going tendu push, tendu push, okay? That way you'll get a nice pointed foot. We want to have straight knees, so we're not doing it like this, which you guys don't do, but I'm just reminding you. And then we do want to come to first position each time. Some of you stop halfway and you just do this, okay? So make sure that you're squeezing that in, not slamming it in, but squeezing it in. You don't want your heels to jam together. You just want them to go soft, okay? All right, here we go. Think about those things this time when we do it. Right foot ready and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch your feet. 1, 2, 3. Switch your feet. 1, 2, 3. Switch your feet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Left side, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch your feet. 1, 2. Are we getting that first position? 5, 6, 7. Switch your feet. Switch. 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 Finish. Arms down. All right, good job. Okay. Oh, there's the next one. Okay. Easy, next one. But we're working from fifth. We're going to do dégagés from fifth in all directions, okay? We don't do this very often, but we're going to try it today. Okay, so we're just going to start in fifth. Same thing as our tendus. You want to make sure you're hitting that fifth position each time, okay? We're going to do 3 dégagés front. 1, 2, 3, releve and down. Side, releve and down. Back. 3 of them. Now, when we go back side, we're going to do 4 and no releve. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that we have our other foot ready to go to the front, because there's no break in the music on this one. So 3 front, 2, 3 releve, 3 side, 2, 3 releve, 3 back, 2, 3 releve, 1 and 2 and 3 and finish. So 4 to the side. You got it? All right, here we go. We're gonna take this. I was checking on my time there. Okay. We're gonna start with our right foot front in fifth position. Stand tall. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we're gonna go slower. That was really fast. Let's start that over again. I don't know what I was thinking going so fast. Here we go. Slow. 6, 7, and brush and close. Brush and close. Brush and close. Releve to the side. Side. Close back. Side. Close front. Side. Close back. Releve to the back. Brush. Close. Brush. Close. Brush. Close. Now 4 to the side. 1, 2, 3. Not too high, remember? Left foot. Very low to the ground. Just barely off the floor. Back to the side. 4. 1, close front. 2, close back. 3, close front. Back, finish. All right, good job. Okay, very good. All right, so now we have worked our tendus, our dégagés. We worked our turnout so that our heel is forward. So now we're ready to do rond de jambes, okay? So what we're gonna do now is you're gonna come forward, that heel is gonna be forward, and this time we're gonna take it all the way around. You know what a rond de jambe is, but we're gonna hold that turnout that we've been working on the whole time, okay? All right, let me find some music. Oh yes, this is what we use for rond de jambe. So we're going to start in first, okay? We're going to go slow first. So we're going to go tendu front and side and back, close first. Then we're going to go faster. So it'll be nice and slow. It'll be really slow. Da 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 da, and back and close in first position. Then we go front and side and back faster, then all the way around without stopping. Front, side, back, tendu to the front. Then we're ready to go to the back. Let's actually just close them first there. Don't tendu to the front. Just close them first. Then we reverse it. Slow first, and side, and front. Close first. Then we go a little bit faster. Back, a side, a front. Close first. Then we go all the way around without stopping. Da, 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 da. Yes. Then we're going to do the other side to the front, and then we're going to switch and do the other side to the back. So I'm going to turn this way. So what we would do is we would start back. We go back and side, turn that heel forward, and front, close first position. We go a little bit faster. Then we go all the way around. And then we switch sides. Okay, so we do it to the front first, both feet, and then we do it to the back second, both feet. All right, and we start with the right foot. We're gonna stand tall. Try not to do the hula while you're doing this, okay? Only the leg move, so we don't wanna go around like that with our hips, okay? So make sure you're keeping those hips nice and still. First position, here we go. And front, now we're going to do some frappes. So we've been working on these the past couple of weeks. Okay, so we're going to do, let me make sure, let me find my music here. Start with a flex, so we're going to start in fifth, and all we're going to do is in the intro we're just going to pick our foot up to a flex right by your ankle bone. Remember, not too high, right by your ankle bone. We're gonna do 4 frappes to the side. So we're gonna go frappe to the back, frappe to the front, frappe to the back. On the 4th one, frappe, hold it there. Don't come in on the 4th one, okay? Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, freeze and flex on 7. You're gonna freeze on 7, flex on 8, and then we're doing it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and hold it 4, hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, freeze, flex, 1 and 2 and 3 and hold it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, freeze, flex. Okay? We're gonna do that 4 times, and then we'll finish and switch feet. When we freeze and flex at the end, and the music stops, we're gonna point it and draw it up to passe and hold and balance. Okay? All right, just follow along with that with me. Here we go. Ready? Flex. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Freeze and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Freeze. Flex again. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Freeze and flex. 1. One more. 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Freeze and flex. Now point. Draw that foot up. Passe. Hold it. Hold, 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 hold. Tendu. And close first. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to do the other side. So make sure you go to 5th position. Whoops. Step. We're going to go 5th position. No, my music is not wanting to cooperate with me right now. Wait for us. We're not ready. Okay. Left foot front, 5th position. Here we go. Remember to keep that knee pointing to the side. Don't let it come forward and try to do frappes this way. You got to point your knee to where you want your foot to go. Side. Okay, the whole time. This part of your leg from your hip to your knee really doesn't ever move. The whole combination, okay? Especially when you're doing these. Yeah. But even when you're doing the frappes, see how my leg's not moving? Okay, the only part is from my knee down. So you want to try to keep that nice and still. All right, here we go. Left foot. Flex your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Freeze and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Freeze and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flex. 1, 2. Last one. 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Freeze and flex. Point it. Draw it up. Hold it. Balance. And tendu. And close. Okay, let's see what we have time left to do. All right, cool. We'll do 2 more. We'll do our passe releves, and then we're gonna do our battements, and we'll be done. Okay. Let's do. Oh, I kind of like that song that was just playing. Okay, so we're gonna do what we did. We need to work on these. I think we did these last week. So we do demi-plie, 1. Then you're gonna straighten and push into releve at the same time. We're really gonna work on that squeezing. Demi-plie, releve, demi-plie, passe. Go back to demi-plie, releve, demi-plie, passe. So what we're gonna do, I think last week, if I'm not mistaken, we switched feet. This week we're gonna do 4 on the right, 4 passes with the right foot, then 4 passes with the left foot, okay? But all we're doing is demi-plie, we're straightening the legs, we're going back to demi-plie, and then when we straighten the legs, we pull that foot to passe. Yes, okay? So that's why we're really working the demi-plie and the straightening into releve, because you have to do that when you go into passe. All right, it's really good practice for pirouettes, okay? All right, here we go. Let's do this. And demi-plie, releve, demi-plie, passe, plie, releve, plie, passe, plie, releve, plie, passe, plie, releve, plie, passe. Other foot. 1, releve, plie, passe. 1. Make sure you're in that first position each time. First position. 1 more. Push. And down. All right. That's a very good exercise to strengthen your legs. That is going to help you do so much in jazz, in ballet, everything, because you're strengthening those ankles one by one and your legs. It's great to do when you get older and you're doing fouette turns, where you turn and you kick the leg out and stretch, or you leave the leg in second. That's very good exercise for that. So do that when you're not even in class. Work those ankles out, work those feet out in your muscles. Okay? All right, let's do one more. Let's do battements. Okay? Which is easy. 4 battements side. We're gonna land in the tendu each time. Up and tendu and close. And up and tendu and close. 4 to the side. Change feet, 4 to the side. Then we'll do 4 to the back and switch feet, 4 to the back. Okay? Well, each time we'll land in first. Okay? Let's find my music for this. Here we go. Well, it doesn't like, if it gets out of the app, it doesn't like me anymore. Okay, here we go. 2, right foot, here we go. We go, rush, tendu, and close. And 2, tendu, stay lifted, don't let your hips shift. 3, close, first position. Check your feet, other side. And 1 more. Hold it. Let me switch the music and we'll go to the back. Here we go. Back, tendu, and close. And back, tendu, and close. And back, tendu, and close. And back, tendu, and close. Other side. Back, tendu, and close. And back, tendu, and close. 1 more. Back, tendu, and close. And back, tendu, and close. Finish. All right. How do we do? Did we do a good job? Okay, so I want you to take a minute and I want you to do some stretches, and we are going to finish class. Just stretch everything out. I want you to sit in second position and kind of stretch from side to side. Make sure those muscles, we've just worked a lot of muscles. So our muscles are nice and tight right now. So to cool down, I want you just to sit in second position. Go ahead and sit in second position for me. I will join you. I think I will on this piece of wood. Yes. Okay. We're just going to do a little quick stretch just to kind of cool down a little bit. Next week, we'll try to work some things across the floor. So I wanted to just give you a good ballet bar today. So, all right, stretch forward, hold it. Just stretch those muscles. So we didn't do a warm up before this time, so we just jumped right into ballet bar. So we're gonna stretch now. So it's good to stretch before and after, because sometimes we work so hard on our muscles, stretch over to one leg. We work so hard on our muscles that they need to be stretched after we dance to kind of cool our muscles down so they don't end up tight. All right, walk it over to the other side. Reach out as far as you can. Don't let your feet roll in. And come up. Bring your feet together. Just bounce those knees. Let them loosen up. Take your head around. Other way. And all the way over. And come up. Lift up tall, look to the ceiling. And come back to center. Take a deep breath in. And blow it all out. Go all the way over. Take a deep breath in. And blow it all out. Roll up. All right, good job. I will see you guys next week. And hopefully soon in the studio. See you later. Good work today.